What's up, guys? Shannon again, doing a starter motor this time, right? So this is a Renault Clio 2008 model, and it won't start. Probably one of the quickest diagnostics I've ever done, diagnosed in like 1 second. Yeah, nothing. Turn that ignition back off. Put the window down. That's like the number one rule when you're working in cars: put the window down, leaving the keys inside the car. Alright, so let me just take this cover off here. I'm gonna take this off, yeah? To take this off, from what I can see, you just gotta take this one out and then you pull it off. 1 sec. Alright, so I was right. You just gotta pop this bit out as well. And this bit down here as well. And this piece here, once that's out, it's on the floor now. This piece here, you just give it a squeeze here, and that notch and then it pulls out. So that's that. Okay, so the starter motor is here. It's got this dodgy as hell little pin here that I would, well, not really like to see on a car in this day and age, to be fair. So dodgy. Let me see what the new starter motor looks like. Oh, it's not there. Where is it? Oh, look, it's the same rubbish. Unbelievable. What kind of car is this? Anyway, let me show you how to test the starter motor quickly. Probably the easiest one you can do. Put your flat screwdriver and you want a bridge. You see this? The main post. You see this post there? That touched across to that would start the starter motor. Okay, so like touching that across there like that. When I turn the key, basically what happens is this. So to get this working, I used to bash it with a hammer like that. You see, it starts sparking. See, it tried. I don't even know if you guys can see. Shit, sorry. Right, let's start again. Bash the starter motor like that, yeah? Then you bridge like that. You see? And see again. See, bash. Something a bit harder than the screwdriver. And it's really starting already. Yeah. Let me hit it with my ratchet, for example. Look at this. See that? It's crazy, isn't it? And that's me just doing this. Well, you see the car didn't start, so it's not a waste of hot wire car. So don't get any clever ideas. Alright, let me swap the starter motor now. Okay, so take the starter motor off on this car. You've got 30mm bolts, one there. If you can see it, just that one there. And one just down there. So just 2 bolts. Yeah, you just look at your other starter motor. Only 2 bolts. It's like one of the easiest starter motors you can get, mate. So on this car, right, I need to disconnect the battery before doing the starter motor. And this is the battery terminal. See these red wires here, I can tell, go down underneath there and go towards the starter motor, and these other ones go into the car and power up the car. Now this is an old car and it probably has an old radio. I don't even know. Let's have a quick look. Yeah, it's got a factory fitted radio, which means that if I disconnect the battery, I could lose the code. So in this case, it's better for me to just disconnect this cable and leave the power to the rest of the car, or not take the cable off at all and try and risk not causing any short circuits, you know. I hope I'm talking loud enough. I'm feeling a bit quiet today, man. Let me talk like this. But let's get cracking, man. Alright, so this bolt is nearly loose now. Putting my hand down through here like that. I'm just spinning it out, right? Oh, that's on the floor now. Well, that's how you do that one anyway. Yeah. Alright, so the first one down there, I attacked it with the ratchet. This one here, I'm attacking it with a spanner. Otherwise, I'll have to remove this cable. I don't really need to be doing that. If I loosen this and the starter motor falls outwards like that, the bolt can stay in place. So I'll just keep the bolt there and just pull the starter motor away from it. Just pushing the starter motor away from itself. So like the bolt's still there, but the starter motor's out, you see. Now I've just got to wiggle it out. I think I'm going to bring it out through past this hose without taking it out. Let's have a go. Alright, so I'll turn it out like this first, just pull it away, then I can undo that 13 on the back, disconnect it, and then start getting it out. Alright, so I've undone the bolts. One thing I'll say is you've got to be very careful not to smash the radiator to bits when you're fumbling around with the starter motor in this position. Yeah, you don't want to be bending up all the grill, all the fins and stuff. Yeah, keep it neat, keep it tidy. Right, it's literally happy to climb through this hole here. Yeah, coming through there like that. And fit it in the reverse. I can't keep slowing down now, putting it back now, yeah. Alright, so I'm just gonna put this last piece back on here. I want to give it a squeeze with my long nose pliers so it's a nice tight grip. Alright guys, I know I showed you just now that you can hit your starter motor and get it going, and it's true, you can. So if you've got one of these cars and it's your first car or something like that, and you don't have money for a little while, you might get away with it, but don't think you can get away with it forever. One day it will not work, and if that happens, then you're going to do something called bump starting it or push starting it. This is like a little first car. See, I'm going to give that a little squeeze now like that, so that when I slide it on, it's going to be really hard, which means it should be really hard for it to come back off. You see it like that. Nice. Pull it. It's really tough to pull. Cool. Put it back in now. Cool. Right, so its starter motor is on, ready to start it. Just got to put this back on, yeah. This is meant to be on there like that. Bollocks, man.